In this video, I'm going to be talking about some shocking watch thefts, specifically Rolex, because, well, they're just easily identifiable by most people. So let's get right into it, into the first one, and this one's quite sad actually. So this was in UK. This was quite a long time ago, but I have seen similar cases since. So basically, a patient was having a heart attack, and one of the nurses slipped off his Rolex Submariner and put it in his pocket. That obviously knew that what it was, in his defense, he said that he accidentally took it off and forgot about it. But he then, 18 months later, went to a pawn shop and tried to sell it. And so luckily that watch was registered stolen. The pawn shop fact-checked it with a stolen registry, and that's how he was caught. And so this nurse was suspended for 14 months. He went to jail for 14 months and was suspended from nursing for 2 years. I'll link the article down below. And then sadly, this patient actually passed away. The second story comes from Las Vegas, especially casinos. So occasionally tourists would frequent casinos and would be wearing Rolexes. And so there are women out there who look for customers who wear Rolexes. And so a lot of them, or some of them, would drug you and take you to a car or a hotel, slip off your watch, and that's the end of story. And then in the last story comes from another authoritative figure, and that is a police officer in Hong Kong was found guilty of stealing a $54,000 Rolex Daytona. I believe this is the white gold or platinum, I'm not sure, it's the blue dial Daytona. And so essentially what happened was they were making an arrest of a suspect with this Rolex Daytona, and instead of putting that Daytona in an evidence bag, he put it into his belt bag, and then when it came time to submit the evidence, instead of putting the Rolex Daytona in the evidence bag, he put his counterfeit Rolex in the bag, and so he was found guilty and sentenced to 10 years, or actually they haven't sentenced it yet, but the max is 10 years for stealing. So there's another story of an authoritative figure stealing these precious watches. It's really sad, and I guess the moral of the story is it's you really have to watch out and be careful because these things happen. It can be a cruel world out there, and you shouldn't live in fear, but it's good to be aware that these things can happen. So I'll link the articles down below if you want to have a closer look. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.